everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Robert Hefter, and this is the HM Lions Report. We have quite an episode in store for you today. We have some boys basketball taking on Dwight in a thriller, girls basketball takes on Loyola, fencing at Masters, wrestling at States, and squash at Nationals. So don't move a muscle, don't get out of that seat. That's coming up right about now.
Hello and welcome to the thriller in the city, Lions v. Lions. The game was tight in the first half. Here we have a nice high-low dish that Jack All puts it in for two. Dwight was hot all day though from three-point range. Here we have a nice wide three. Dwight was on the march here. Here's the pass going up against Michael Lighton and one. The Lions were not down and out here. Michael Lighton taking up the point to Andrew Verbidden for a nice pull-up jumper. As you can see on the scoreboard, the game is pretty close, 13-9, until number 11 on Dwight knocks down the three. Both teams firing on all cylinders. The game was close. Lions on the march. Here we go. Verbidden dishes it for a nice layup. There we go. Both teams were on the march. Fast break after fast break, but there's the Lighton-Schnepp connection for a nice layup. I told you, though, game tight, number 11 with the clutch knockdown right there. Neither team can get ahead. No daggers so far, but Jeremy Robbins for three right there. That's a rare occurrence. But Dwight thwarted that lead. Here we have 30 with the acrobatic play right
Lions
there.
will
Come right back, though. Kostabayevic, Jimmer range. There we go. The Lions would go on to win 72-62.
Now we have highlights from Horace Mann Squash competing in the Nationals, and we start things off with Grant Ackerman's match, as he hits a great boast for the winner. And after this intense rally, he'll follow up that first shot with a great drop shot winner of the line. Next, sophomore Luke Park and his opponent have a long rally, going back and forth up the line, but Luke comes away with the point. And here's Luke again. The great get that goes for another winner. Here, Ethan Claris finishes off a long rally with a cross-court laser for the winner. And next up, Timothy Hung battles his opponent in a tight point and wins it with an amazing volley. Now Marcus Plenty gets in on the action with this winner up the line, and our very own Billy Teitelbaum wins the next point with another great shot. To finish up the highlights, we have the number 1 seed, Pearson Broadwater, winning this point with a masterful drop shot. The Lions placed only 29th in the Nationals this year, but they hope to do better in the future.
And today we have the Horace Mann Lions taking on Masters in fencing. First up, we have JD Peak in the Sabre category. Down 4-3 early on, he would manage to come back from this deficit, going on to win the next 2 points with a great move here, tying it up at 4-all, and then winning the next point to take this bout by a score of 5-4. However, this would not be Horace Mann's day in the rest of the categories, as it would lose 0-9 in the male epee category. However, Kundun would win this point, getting a lead by a score of 2-1. However, he would go on to lose his match by a score of 5-3. As seen in this impressive point by his opponent on the 3-all point, where his opponent takes a nice aggressive move and attacks him in order to win the point. Megumi in the women's foil go on to win her bout by a score of 5-1 after driving her opponent back. Fortunately, Horace Mann would fall on the day, but their season overall has looked pretty good.
Next up, we've got girls varsity basketball taking on Loyola. Horace Mann got off to a strong start, and they kept up the pressure all game. Here you can see Jen Reese, and she's going to make a basket to put Horace Mann up by 2 for the first points of the game. Nice shot by Jen. Jen Reese and Jayla DeGout were on fire this game. As you can see in the ticker below, they scored 33 of HM's 41 points, and here's Jayla putting in another basket for Horace Mann. Here, Jen passes to Caroline Levy under the basket, who gets a layup for Horace Mann, and they just continue to pour it on all game. Loyola starts to come back, they make a basket there, but it's too much. Jen Reese grabs the steal there and takes it all the way back and keeps Horace Mann well on top. Loyola still trying to get back, make a 3 there, and that brings them into double digits for the first time in the game in the third quarter. But even after this basket, they are still down by 9 points. HM finishes the game strong here. Jayla DeGout makes one from behind the arc for 3, and HM wins 41-28.
The Horseman Lions wrestling team headed to Long Island Lutheran for the New York State Championships. Here we see Champ Dare Bundit with the quick pin. Next up, sophomore Ben Kaufman, who placed 3rd in the Mayor's Cup earlier this year. He's ragging his opponent around, and he'll flip him over for the nice and quick pin. Next up, Michael Dinan, who would finish 2nd place in his weight class, is keeping the heat on his opponent here, as he's got him in a chokehold. Dinan will keep fighting and eventually get the tough pin. Next up, we have freshman Christian Loucher, who took it to his opponent here. First, spinning him around and getting him down, and then slowly working him over until he was able to get the nice pin. Horseman would finish 5th as a team on the day, and have a couple wrestlers finish 2nd and 3rd in their weight classes.
From all of us here at the HM Lions Report, we'd like to thank you. Have a great President's Day weekend, happy Valentine's Day, and stay tuned for the next episode.